I mean, it just genuinely smelled like a donut.
Need another bite.
It was a good idea to come to Milan. I think this has made the Ryanair flight worth it.
I'll fly Ryanair if it brings me to Panzerotti. Hello everyone and welcome to another travel video.
One question that we get asked quite a lot is, how on earth do you manage to travel so often and so cheaply? Well, the trick isn't all that complicated, and cheap flights do exist even at the very last minute. You just have to be a little bit flexible with where you go and when you go. Now normally when you go to book a flight, you go to your website of choice, you type in your start destination, your end destination, and your dates, and it will just show you all the various options. But if you go to the website Skyscanner, they have this great little function where instead of typing your destination, you type the word everywhere, and it will show you all of the flights ordered by the cheapest destination.
So we set ourselves a challenge. We were going to find the cheapest flights to anywhere, regardless of where it took us.
And so a couple of weeks ago, I did this, and it told me that the cheapest flight we could do on the dates we wanted to travel was to Milan, one way for £9.99 each. The catch? It was with Ryanair. But because we challenged ourselves to actually book the cheapest flight, regardless of where it was going to or who it was with, it seems like we're going to have to fly with Ryanair, unfortunately.
You have to make sacrifices to travel cheaply. So the second part of the challenge was to not pay any more than the standard airline fare. I'm sure you're all aware that Ryanair charges extra for pretty much everything.
Yeah, so if you want to take a check bag with you,
that's extra.
If you want to reserve a particular seat on the plane,
that's extra.
You want to have food on board,
that's definitely extra.
Do you want to use the toilet while you're on board?
Well, oh no, that's included. But I'm pretty sure that if they could find a way to charge you for that, they would.
However, the most annoying thing about Ryanair is that as of November 2018, if you want to take your small wheelie case on board, well, that is now extra too. Prices do vary by route, but on our particular flight, it was an extra £14 each.
That's more than price of the ticket.
I know, right? They charge you more to transport a small suitcase than it does to transport a person. Well, we're not putting up with any of that nonsense. So, we have challenged ourselves for part 2 of this challenge to only take the largest bag that Ryanair will allow you to take for free, i.e. these 2 small backpacks. She knows that we're leaving her again.
So cute when we're packing. She makes it hard to leave.
That is all my camera gear, and as you see, there's not actually all that much space for anything else. It's not going to be easy. I think we have too many toiletries.
There's space for the straighteners. There's one thing missing. Passports.
Passports! There we go, bags are packed.
Yay.
All ready to go, alarm set for 6 AM.
Oh. It'll be worth it.
It'll be worth it, because tomorrow we'll be in Milan.
Yay!
Yay!
We love Milan. Milan is amazing. It's beautiful and it has good food.
This particular thing we're going to get today, never found it anywhere other than Milan. Just one particular place. So we're really looking forward to going back there again.
Oh, and by the way, we have this whole train to ourselves.
One little tip, when you're passing through some train ticket barriers, always use the actual ticket and not the credit card receipt. see-through.
So we've just come through security at Southend Airport, and what a breeze that was. I really like this place. It's like so cute and like tiny, and the building's new and everything's fresh and beautiful, and there's no people. I think that's the key thing here.
Yeah.
There's no people.
We've got to contend with a Ryanair flight now.
Yeah.
I don't really like Ryanair.
No, their planes always make my ears pop.
Yeah.
It's not very cool.
And I don't like how the safety information is right in front of your face the entire flight.
Yeah. You know, it's a small airport when you have to queue outside the plane.
Having to put your bag under the seat in front of you isn't the most comfortable thing in the world, especially when Ryanair don't provide a seat back pocket to store your things in. But to save £14 on a flight that lasts just under 2 hours, I think I can live with that. Especially when you're treated to amazing views of the Swiss Alps like this. I think this is one of the easiest plane journeys we've ever had.
Definitely the easiest international plane journey we've ever had.
Got off the plane about 15 minutes ago. We're already on the bus waiting to go to Milan. So we finally made it into the centre of Milan.
Yay!
Hey, we were here about two and a half years ago.
Yeah, we've been talking about this place since we came here. It's lovely.
Thanks for coming to you.
Yes.
There we go.
Everyone should come to Milan. It's beautiful.
So we're on the way to the tram stop. It doesn't actually go from directly outside the station. We have to go down one of these side streets to get to the tram that we want.
The trams in Milan are well cute. Some of these trams date back to 1927, making them well over 90 years old, and yet they're still going strong.
The Milan tramway network has been in operation since 1881. The network currently has 17 urban lines with 182 kilometres of track. We went past our stop, but no worries, it's not that far to walk.
The Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II is Italy's oldest active shopping mall. Housed within a 4-storey double arcade in the centre of town, the Galleria is named after Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of the Kingdom of Italy. It was designed in 1861 and built between 1865 and 1877. The Galleria is famous for being home to some of the oldest shops and restaurants in Milan. Currently, it has luxury retailers selling haute couture, jewellery, books and paintings.
Right next to the Galleria is the Duomo di Milano, or Milan Cathedral in English. It is the largest church in Italy, the 3rd largest in Europe and the 5th largest in the world.
This is probably the most beautiful church I've ever seen. Ever. It's amazing. The marble, yeah, I mean, it's see for yourself. The Milan Cathedral took nearly 6 centuries to complete. Construction began in 1386 and it was originally going to be built using brick, This changed in 1389 when a French chief engineer was appointed to add to the church and given exclusive use of the marble from the Candolia quarry without having to pay taxes. It was finally finished in 1965, which was just the other day. Although even now there are some uncarved blocks that remain. The front facade went under renovation in 2003, which was completed in 2009, showing again the amazing colours of the Candolia marble.
As impressive as both the shopping centre and the cathedral are, as usual, we have our bellies to think about. And we're here to get something that is the most Moorish thing in the world. Nope, it's not McDonald's, but it is just around the corner from it. Here we are, Luini's.
So the reason why we decided to stop off in Milan and not just, hop on the first train out was because of this place. Because they have the best thing ever invented. It's called panzerotti. It's a little parcel of yumminess and it's amazing.
And you can tell it's a good place when they have barriers to funnel people in and security.
And security. That's not really a sign. We're a takeaway place. Come on.
Yeah. I really wish I could have showed you the inside of that shop, but started recording and they told me to stop. So.
So this is like a pizza dough mixed with a donut, deep fried. And this one has hot salami and mozzarella in it. Oh my god. I need another bite.
I mean, it just genuinely smelled like a donut. I got the one with olive, onion and tomato. It was a good idea to come to Milan. So Anne's going in for her second one. What was in that one?
Ham and mozzarella. Ooh. There's a link in the description about this place, so next time you're in Milan, make sure you definitely put this at the top of your to-do list. It was at this point that I regretted not bringing a spare pair of jeans.
This is good.
I think I'm in a bit of a food coma right now. I'm still eating. That was so yummy. That was so yummy.
I think this has made the 6 a.m. wake-up call and the Ryanair flight worth it.
I'll fly Ryanair if it brings me to Panzerotti.
Could do this every weekend, right?
Oh, babe, don't tempt me.
I've had a nice couple of hours here in Milan, but we're not staying. Although we've got a very cheap flight here, we have decided not to remain here, and we're going to go somewhere else that we've not been before. So we need to go to the train station to catch our train. It leaves in about an hour, which leaves us plenty of time. After consulting a subway map, with Duomo, where everyone's rubbed it off, we were on our way back to the impressive Milan Central Station.
Milano Centrale is the largest railway station in Europe by volume. The cornerstone was laid in 1906 before any blueprints had been chosen. The last design was chosen in 1912, modelled after Union Station in Washington, D.C. Construction was slow during World War I, and the project, which was rather simple at the beginning, became more and more complex and majestic, especially when Benito Mussolini became the Prime Minister. He wanted the station to represent the power of the fascist regime. The station was officially opened in 1931. It has numerous sculptures which are in the process of being restored. 330,000 passengers pass through here every day.
We're on our way to Venice.
Yay!
Somewhere we've not been before, and somewhere that only 2 weeks ago was flooded.
But you've been keeping an eye on the tides, and he's promised me that it's not flooded anymore.
No, the app says it's not flooded, and I'm in relaying the information that I can see.
Okay, so the app says it's not flooded, And we didn't hold luggage, so we didn't bring our wellies. So we'll see what happens, but I have high hopes for it. It's supposed to be a beautiful city, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing. We've been here about 30 seconds, and the first impressions are the next 2 days are going to be amazing. This place is so beautiful.
Yeah. How did you come up station and then it's like right there is the town?
That's amazing.
We haven't even walked anywhere.
Gone nowhere. We haven't just there. It's awesome. Right, so
we're going to leave you here and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.